Hello, this is for the assignment, Physical Settings of a Classroom. I know I missed class last Wednesday, and you gave me the chance to complete it until the end of this Monday. Since I don't have a group and this isn't in class, I thought I'd take the initiative to use the resources of my laptop and record it anyways. I'll provide a link to the actual presentation as well so you can flip through that, but this is my way of trying to give the presentation since you gave me the opportunity to make it up. So, I chose tables versus desks. I think the first consideration is how you're going to choose it. A lot of it is based on your classroom size and shape. Do you have enough room for all the desks that you need, as well as distractions? Like, are there a bunch of windows students will be peeking out of? Are there pencil sharpeners that they can walk up to? As well as the students, how many students you do have. If you have 15 desks versus 25, that's going to be a large difference in deciding how you arrange everything. As well as their age. High schoolers typically have more rows and columns of desks, so it's much more individualized work at that point. So that's another consideration. And of course, what group area or course you're being taught or teaching. So first up are tables. The pros of it are it's very simplified. You have simplified layout and procedures. If you hand out tests or papers, you can hand them out in small packets to each group. They do save floor space and they're easy to move and rearrange. It does force students to be a little more organized, so depending on your age group, that could be a useful skill teaching them. And above all else, it does teach them collaboration, especially with group projects. But it also does teach them the social skills of having to share things. And then cons, distractibility. Kids love talking. If you have a really set of students that are easily distracted, this might not be the best choice, especially depending on their age. And then individual test taking. Desks do have the advantage of having personal space, but that also provides the opportunity for you to give out tests without them being able to really peek at each other's. And then, of course, the personal space and storage. While it does force them to be more organized, on the flip side, they also don't get that personal space and storage, so they might be sharing supplies. For desks, I thought it'd be easier just to show a few examples and then just kind of explain them each. Rows and columns is the first one. I've seen this more typically in high schools when they're at the age level where they're having a lot more individual work. The pros of that would be individual test taken, and the fact that they can be arranged to like group into pairs. It's definitely easy to do that. Double E's, I thought that one was interesting. They're already kind of spaced out to where they can turn around and work in groups. Grouped desks are pretty similar to tables. They save floor space even with a large number. They encourage social skills and sharing, so they're pretty similar to tables in that aspect. Although with that, you do increase the distractibility of them. And then modified U's or horseshoes, I thought that one was interesting. I've never been in a classroom with that, but it's supposed to help bring the attention to the teacher who's given the lesson, as well as a pro of that would be the teacher can see the individual student's works. It also provides a large walkthrough space for the teacher, and you can still have a large number of desks and leave room around them. That picture, there's not much else in the classroom, but if there were quite a few examples of how you could do it. So if it's more of a horseshoe or like rigid corners, then you might have area for other places in the classroom. Stadium setting. You have easy visibility for a teacher to see the students' works, as well as the students can see pretty easily what the teacher's doing or explaining. It takes up less floor space, and it's easy for them to move into pairs and groups. However, it doesn't work too well if you have more than, say, 2 rows. Doesn't really work with large groups like it works in pairs, but then you'd essentially be facing rearranging the entire room again. And then combination, the pros of that are that you can have a lot more flexibility. At the same time, you have to know your students pretty well to help adjust to their individual needs. But if you do have people that work better in small groups or by themselves, that's still possible. All right, and then I have a works cited page, and I believe that is everything. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to make up this assignment, and I will make sure to give the link to this as well as the PowerPoint presentation and anything else required. Thank you.